Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Nicole and this is The Simplistic Home, and this channel is all about simple living, affordable decorating, and thrifting. About affordable decorating and thrifting here on my channel, but I wanted to take you through my home kind of room by room and talk to you about the things that I have thrifted, how I had styled them, and just give you kind of a mini home tour, if you will. So this particular video, we are going to be getting a tour of my living room. I'm going to be sharing, like I said, decor that I've thrifted and just all of my decor in general, also furniture and things along those lines. I'm also going to be talking about some of the projects that we have done in this particular room since we have moved here. So we have actually lived in this house almost 5 years. April 1st of 2017 was when we moved in. We have done quite a bit of things, but we still have a long list of things that we want to do as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this living room tour. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like as soon as you walk into our house. So we do have a lot of shiplap going on, but we also have painted walls and an accent wall. We have a couple of accent walls, but this is what it is looking like as of right now. And then I'll show you the focal point over here in just a second. So whenever you first walk in to our home, like I said, this is what you see. We do have, like I said, here's the first accent wall. So originally, whenever we first moved in, we did not have anything in here aside from like white walls, and then there was also tan carpet. So this house was very, very neutral whenever we moved in. But since we have moved in, we have done, or since we have lived here, I guess, we have done a lot of things to this particular room. So we have new flooring, as you can see. We actually bought these floors probably 4 years ago now. We bought them from Home Depot. They're actually a laminate flooring, but the top, like, I forget how much thickness, but the top portion of it is actually bamboo. So they are a really dark flooring, which I love. And then my husband did this DIY shiplap wall on this side, and then also on this accent wall over there in the back. So we'll just go ahead and look at this wall first. So this particular wall, like I said, we have the shiplap, and then whenever you first walk in, we do have a hall tree here. So this hall tree came from Amazon, and I will try to link as much as I can down below. But we've had this hall tree for several years as well, and we use it every single day. So I did simplify this a little bit just for the sake of this video, but normally we have tons and tons of shoes everywhere down there, and tons of coats and the diaper bag and whatnot. So anyway, this is what we have on here now. And then I do like to decorate the top of this. So as you can see, I do keep it pretty simple. Right now I do have all of my winter decor up, which is a lot of pine and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to changing this out for spring. But right now for winter, I do have a little faux pine tree up there that was thrifted, I believe. I can't remember where I got that from. And then the round basket, the book, and then the candlesticks, the candles, and this wooden vase were all thrifted. So I found all of these actually this year. The candlesticks I found at a local thrift store, actually that thrift store that I work at. They were $1 a piece. They're just little battery operated candles. The book also came from that particular thrift store. Their books there are 5 for $1. So I got a ton of neutral colored ones. I really like the books that are like a matte finish, so that's what I went for there. And then I just layered it with the round basket. This basket is actually pretty large. I bought that off of Facebook Marketplace. I believe it was like $2, which is insanely cheap for the size of it. And then this little wooden vase, it was secondhand as well. So it's kind of like a bud vase. So that's what I have on the hall tree. And then moving on along this side of the wall, we do have some photos. These are larger photos. I believe this is a 16 by 20, both of them. So we just have one engagement photo in here, and then the other one is a wedding photo. And those frames came from IKEA. And then in the center here, I just have a pine wreath. This is something I keep up during Christmas and obviously the winter months as well. This will come down during the spring, like I said, whenever I change out all of my winter to spring decor. But this wreath originally came from Walmart. It does look very realistic, and it does have the pine cones and such in it, as you can tell there. But I just love this wreath. Everything about it just looks so realistic. So anyway, I believe these wreaths run like anywhere from like $12 to $13. They're super affordable for the quality that they are. So this is this particular wall. Eventually we would love to do, well, actually we would love to get rid of the shiplap. I'm very much over the shiplap. I've never been a farmhouse person, as far as my style goes, but the shiplap, we just really like the texture on the wall, and we did this about 4 or 5 years ago as well. So anyway, this is what we have going on now, but eventually I would love to make like built-ins right there for just kind of like a large like entryway area. Since we don't actually have an entryway, we just kind of makeshift a little area over there for when you walk in. So anyway, that is that particular wall. Now I will go ahead and go over to, let's see, we'll just do this, the center of the room. So we did end up buying some new furniture last summer. So I actually didn't have any of this except for the couch and the rug. We did have that last year, but all of this is new as far as the love seats, the side tables, the ottoman, and whatnot. So we'll just go ahead and start over here. So with the love seats and the ottoman actually, and the side tables, they all came from Home Depot online. So if you didn't know, they do have super nice furniture on Home Depot website. This tufted ottoman, yes, the little corner over here is busted. I do have 2 little ones, and sometimes they play rough, so that is broken, unfortunately. But I do love the tufted look, and I love the blue color here. So it is just a very pretty, kind of just like a linen material, but it is blue tufted, and I absolutely love it. It does have the wooden legs on it, as you can tell, and I can't remember how much that was, but I do know for the size, it was a really good price. So anyway, we have that, and then over here with the end table, I don't have anything on this one. Once again, I do have little ones, and my youngest is only almost 17 months old, so he is very much grabbing everything. So I try not to keep too much on the tables if I don't have to. But anyway, those also came from Home Depot online, and these, I believe, I want to say they were like $80 a piece or something. I can't remember, but I will try to link those down below if you're interested. But the love seats, okay, they are super comfortable. The cushions do unzip so you can wash them, and believe it or not, whenever we originally ordered, we ordered them in gray, thinking that we would like the gray, and I'm just not a huge gray fan in my home. I do think it's pretty in others' homes, but it just wasn't what we were looking for ours. So anyway, we ended up returning the gray ones and ordering it was called light tan. And believe it or not, this is light tan. It does actually look a little taupe in the video, but in person it looks very much gray. If you have been to my house and you're watching this, then I would say you would probably agree with me. But they are, either way, they are very, very comfortable. They were very easy to put together. And they're just kind of more of a low profile, I guess. So anyway, we do have those on either side. And then the pillows here, this one, like the knit sweater one, I do only keep out in the winter time. That I thrifted from the Goodwill this year. And then the like faux fur pillow in the front actually came from Walmart. It was only $10, I believe. And then I do have another one of those you'll see here in a minute. And then I do have a fur blanket here. This was a gift from my parents, actually. After we had our second little boy, they brought that over to us with some other goodies. So anyway, I do only keep the fur and like the knit and stuff out during the winter time. Because like I said, I do still have all of my winter stuff out. So all of this will be changing when the spring decorating comes. But anyway, over here we do have another one of those tables, and I have my Liz Marie Galvin Cozy White Cottage book. This is the Seasons one. So my mom actually got this for me for Christmas. So I have that there on the table. Even though I don't have a cottagey style home, I do really like the tips and stuff that she has in there when it comes to decorating. So I have that book. And then this couch here. So this is actually a faux leather couch that we purchased probably 3 years ago now off of Wayfair. And they do have the couch still. They also have a love seat version of it as well. So it is like a true like rust color. We love it. This couch is actually super comfortable and it has held up great for as much as we lounge on it and the boys are jumping and whatnot. So anyway, whenever we bought this couch, it was only like $550, and now the couch is on Wayfair is like $850 and the love seats are $550. So the price did go up pretty significantly, but anyway, still a great couch. If you like this color and you like the texture and whatnot of the leather, I would definitely recommend this. It is very comfortable. Over here, I do have some pillows. So I have another one of those fur pillows that was from Walmart. And then the pillow behind it is also from Walmart. I have another one of those on this side as well. I bought those back in the fall. They are, they're not the best quality if I'm being honest, so I wouldn't really recommend them, but they are pretty if you just want a cheap pillow to throw on a couch just to make it look a little nicer. They were about $12 a piece, so I have those. And then over here I have a throw blanket that was originally from, I think it was, yeah, it was originally from Target, but I actually thrifted this from the Goodwill this winter. So it is like a brown green color. It does have tassels on it. And then over here in this corner, obviously, as you can tell, we do have little ones. So they just have their stuff back there. But eventually, I would absolutely love to have a really nice, like big bookshelf over there in that corner. And then just put all the boys' things back in their bedroom. But we do very much live in our house, so my house does look like kids live in here. So anyway, that's their little area over there. But like I said, I'm on the hunt for a nice bookshelf to put over there so that way I can style that. But I do want it to look unique, so that's why I haven't really been looking in like big box stores or anything. I try to avoid that. So anyway, there's that. And then this wall over here, we do have a window on both sides, and we just have some white curtains up. And yes, it is obviously nighttime whenever I'm filming this, so the lighting isn't the best. But anyway, here are the curtains up close, and then the curtain rod is kind of like that industrial style curtain rod. We found those at Target a couple, or gosh, probably 4 years ago now. And we just kept those up. They might look black in the film, but they're actually more of a bronzy brown color. And then the curtains are white. We got those from Ross actually several years back. They were super cheap. For a pack of 2, they were like $25. So anyway, there's that. And then this wall over here. So the 2 like little wooden architectural pieces on the sides, those are actually thrifted, and they are actually for windows. So I'll give you guys a close-up here in a second, but all I did for the winter was just hang some like greenery. I don't even know what these would be called. They're kind of like door hangers, really, like the shape of them. But anyway, these originally came from Walmart this year. They were in the Christmas section, but I hung those up there for the winter. They're just on there with command hooks. But as you can tell, these little wooden pieces are actually for windows. So these little knobs here, that's actually how they were, I guess, held in to the window. So anyway, I have one of those on either side of this large picture. Those little window, like wooden things, were only $2 a piece. And then the sign here in the middle. So this actually used to be in our dining room. So probably the last time I filmed a home tour, that's where that was. But anyway, we moved it into this room. This sign is actually like really big. This wall here is, believe it or not, it's my least favorite just area in my home. So, or in this room, I guess I should say. So I would love for all of this wall to be nothing but like a textured wall, either board and batten or something along those lines if we ever took the shiplap down, because I do like to decorate with a less is more concept, and it just looks really busy to me and just totally unfinished and not 100% my style. But it's just one of those things that we're working with what we have right now, so it doesn't look terrible, but it's just not my favorite. So anyway, I wanted to throw that out there, that is definitely not permanent. So down below that, we have another one of those love seats. We have 2 more end tables, and then I do have some lamps down here. These originally came from Target. They are just like a black wooden lamp, and then they just have like the I don't even know what that's called, kind of like the drop cloth material lampshade. And then over here I have another like faux fur blanket. This was thrifted as well. This was also a Target brand, I believe, and it was $4 at the thrift store that I go to all the time. And then this pillow over here is another faux fur pillow. It's hard to say that. Another faux fur pillow from Hobby Lobby that I purchased about 3 years ago in the Christmas section as well. So like I said, I do like a lot of the knits and furs and whatnot for the winter, and all of this will be changing in the spring. So anyway, there's that. And then over here is the best part of the entire room. So the lighting might not be that great, but last summer my husband built us a beautiful faux fireplace. So we do still need to put tile there in the center. We're actually going to do black tile to just make it a little darker and make it look more realistic, but he did a fantastic job on this. So if you are curious as to how he built this and what he used and whatnot, leave me a comment down below, because I can definitely film a video giving you guys all the details. He might even join me in that video to help give details and whatnot, since he is the one who built it. But he did put the crown molding on the top. I mean, he literally built this from scratch. There was nothing here before. So he did a fantastic job. But this is real brick. I'll try to show you guys a closer up. But this is real brick. It is beautiful. He kind of did like a mortar wash on it. So anyway, that's what we have going on there. It is like definitely the biggest statement in the room. So we'll just go ahead and dive into this section, starting down here, I guess. So I do thrift log holders all of the time. I love finding them and reselling them and whatnot. So that's what we have in here currently. I have a log holder with obviously wood in it. I love these. I love the detail on the feet and whatnot. I just think they're beautiful and very timeless. So I thrifted this one. This one was only like $1. It's crazy price, but I love thrifting those. And then up here on the top, I have another vase that I thrifted. This actually came from the Goodwill this year. I want to say it was $3 or $4 as well. And then the greenery here came from Hobby Lobby a few years ago. Once again, I just keep this out at Christmas time and in the winter. Okay, so moving on to, actually I'll talk about the mantle now. So this mantle was actually just given to us. It is just a solid block of wood, and my husband just sanded it down. We didn't stain it or anything. This is just truly what it looked like. He just sanded it to make it smoother. And then we do have the little, if you're wondering what those nails are, that's where we hung our stockings this year. But anyway, on this side for the winter time, once again, I do have another little plant here. This was secondhand. And then over here, I just have it layered with another like taller pine tree. This is just stuck in this bucket. So I do that all the time. If you don't like the planter that your original plant is in, just stick it in something else. I've been doing that for years now. But this little planter here, it's kind of like a tin planter. I bought this because it reminded me of Hearth and Hand a lot, like that, just that Christmas style that they have. So anyway, kept that out for the winter. And then another new thing that we purchased, I don't know if this is going to stand up or not. No, there we go. Anyway, another new thing that we purchased is this faux olive tree. I think it is so beautiful. Once again, we did find this online at Home Depot. So if you've never checked out Home Depot furniture, I highly, and just obviously home decorations and whatnot in general, you definitely need to check it out. So this tree looks super realistic in person. We ended up getting it for $100. We had some Christmas money, and anyway, that's what we ended up buying. But I do have it stuck in a little basket down here. So this basket was also thrifted. I thrifted it for $6, and it just fits the tree perfectly. So anyway, I'll show you this up close. But the branches on it and the trunk and whatnot, it looks very realistic, and I absolutely love it. So I know I can definitely link this down below, so you can check that out if you're interested. But great price, great size. I want to say it's like a 7 or 7.5 foot tree. So I think 7 foot, but it's a very pretty. So anyway, there's that. And then next to it, we have a beautiful tufted chair that I thrifted. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, I've talked about this chair so many times, but I purchased this at the beginning of last year. So exactly a year ago, actually, for $27.50. And I I just love it. It's one of my favorite pieces I've ever found. It is beautiful. It's kind of like a brownish mauve. I feel like it's coming off a little more brown in this video, but it's definitely more on the mauve side. But it's so pretty. It has the button detail. It does have the wooden feet, and I just think it's gorgeous. So anyway, I have that over here in the corner. I think it complements like the contrast and whatnot that the brick pops through on the fireplace. So have that over here. And then on the chair, I have a striped pillow, and that was secondhand as well. And then this knit like ivory blanket, this came from IKEA, and it was $20. We found that this fall. So anyway, there you have it for this little area over here. We absolutely love this. I would like to, I think adding the brick or the black like tile in the center of the fireplace will help with the contrast and make it not look so washed out. But I would love to paint this wall back here just like a darker color so everything is more bold. But anyway, I do love this area over here so much. So now we'll go ahead over to this section of the living room now. Right. So now we're going to look at this accent wall over here. So we did the ship up on this one the same time that we did the other like large accent wall whenever you walk in the house. So anyway, over here, I'll just start on this side, I guess. Over here, I have some little pictures. They're like little window pane pictures, and they have little photos in them of plants. I actually bought those last year at Hobby Lobby whenever the wall decor was 50% off. So they ended up being only like, I want to say like $10 a piece or something. They were very inexpensive, but anyway, I have 2 of those. I always like to change things out over here seasonally, but I did keep these up in the winter just because of the green on there. So, and I didn't find anything else that I liked, but I have those here in the center, this mirror. So this mirror is so beautiful. We love this. We found this on clearance about 4 years ago at Kirkland's actually. I don't think they have this anymore. I want to say the reason it was on sale was because they were no longer, like they were discontinuing it. So I might be able to find something similar, but I just love it. I think it is so beautiful. It's very large as well. Whenever we purchased it, I want to say it was on clearance for like 100 and maybe, gosh, I can't remember, maybe like $120. It wasn't too bad for the size, and Kirkland's can be a little pricey sometimes. So anyway, but there's that. And then over here, I do have like some thrifted, actually these aren't thrifted, these are secondhand that I got, little like pine picks. So this is what I kept out for the winter. As you can see, they have like little crystals on them and whatnot. So they look pretty realistic, but I have them in this DIY vase. So I do like to DIY like faux pottery. So anyway, I do collect different like vases and whatnot, and I do this pottery on there. So this is the black version. I think it is beautiful. I did a lot of black accents for the winter. So this vase was actually $6 when I purchased it, and then I just did a little DIY to it. So it's very pretty. It makes a huge statement. Love this piece. So there's that. And then next to it, I do have some, I have it layered on some books, and then I have more of those candles. So like I said, these candles were only $1 a piece at the thrift store. And then I have more brass candlesticks that they are in, and those are thrifted as well. And then more books down here at that thrift store that I said that you can get them 5 for $1. So I do like to face my books out. I'm not a huge fan of the binding showing. I like to see the papers for like more texture and whatnot, and you can still see the color of the binding. So I like that. I like to change out the books with the color scheme that I'm going for that season. So like I said, for winter I was doing blacks and greens and whatnot, so that's how I chose those books. Anyway, and then over here I have a candle ring from Hobby Lobby. It's just one of those little ones, and then I have a First Snow candle from Aldi burning in that. And then I have my Bible over here. So I always leave my Bible out, and I keep the pages open. That way, if we have visitors or something, they can always just come over here. They can skim through, you know, things like that. So anyway, and it's just a great reminder, you know, every single day when I walk past it. So I have that out. And then over here, to this side of the mirror, I have 2 picture frames. So these frames actually came from Target, I believe, a couple of years ago. So they're kind of like a wood finish. And that is a picture of our youngest, Barrett, and then our oldest, Jack, at the top. So these pictures are about a year old. I need to change those out. But anyway, and then another thing that I've thrifted and kind of we've made a little DIY out of. So these little boxes I found at the Goodwill. They were originally from Home Goods. They had the sticker on them when I bought them, and I found those a few years ago, but we just screwed them into the wall and made like little shadow boxes out of them. So every season I do change out what is inside. When I found these, they were $1 at the Goodwill. So I just have some pine in there right now, and then little battery operated candles. So those will change in the spring as well. But anyway, there is this section on the top. And then the table this is on, so this is another secondhand item. Somebody in my area had made this, and then this table was passed along to me, so from a family member. But anyway, it is beautiful. They did a great job making it. It's a really light wood, which I think is super pretty. So that's the table, a console table. And then here on the shelf, on this middle shelf, I have more books. Again, I have them facing out so you can see the pages and whatnot, and the binding a little bit just with the color. And then the bookends here I actually thrifted from that thrift store that I go to all the time, and I want to say the bookends were $2. So there's that. And then on the bottom I just have some baskets. So the 2 on the sides there, the 2 smaller ones, those actually came from Menards. I originally purchased those for our youngest nursery whenever he was a baby, but didn't end up using them, so I put them down here. They were like $7 a piece, and then this large one was secondhand as well, and I just have like extra books and things like that in there. So anyway, there's that. And then another accent wall over here is what we have. We have a lot of accent walls, like I said. So this one was a DIY project last year that we did. So originally this wall, originally it was all the same color as the top portion. So what we did was paint from the bottom about 3/4 of the way up, and then added this piece of stained wood. My husband just screwed it into the wall, and then we added these black hooks. So these hooks actually came from Amazon, so I should be able to link those. But what we did was add 3 baskets to the top. So the 2 darker ones are actually chargers that I found a couple of years ago in the spring shop line at Hobby Lobby, and then this large basket was another secondhand item. And then for the winter, again, I just have a little pine wreath there, and then these 2 pillows here are actually pillow covers. So I keep those out pretty much all year round because they go with everything. And then this bench here is another item that we found at an antique store. It is like a raw wood, and it was $40 whenever we purchased that a few years back. So anyway, this is our living room. So like I said, we do have more projects in mind. We have done quite a bit already. If I can find some pictures of our home whenever we first moved in, I will show you what all we have done. But truly it was a blank slate, and we've just kind of made it our own as we have been able to. So anyway, this is what we have. This is home tour number 1, and I'm super excited to show you guys the rest. So there you have it. I will be doing the dining room and the kitchen next. Alright you guys, that is all for today's video. I hope you really enjoyed seeing this living room home tour for 2022. I'm super excited about the projects that we have coming up and just what that will look like, how the room will change. It is so crazy what one little project can do to a room. So we have done several projects to this room, and it looks totally different from when we first moved in. So you really can do a lot to a home, especially if you are DIY them. You can save so much money. We are definitely a DIY home over here. We like to keep things budget friendly in the home. So if you guys enjoyed seeing this today, I hope you give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and also be sure to hit that bell notification. That way you are notified whenever I post another video. Leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite item was that I showed today that was thrifted. I'm very curious to see what that would be, and if you enjoy thrifting, let me know that too. Alright you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.